let's take a look at how each party's policies could affect UK businesses. We'll start with the Conservatives. They hope to abolish the main rate of national insurance for self-employed workers, to explore options to change the VAT threshold, to retain the current equal rights programmes and tax incentives that we have now, and to reinstate national service, which may be of interest to some companies which employ a number of young people. 18-year-olds, if not drafted into military, would have to complete 25 days of community service throughout the year, roughly equating to about a weekend each month. On now to the Labour Party. They pledged to invest £7.8 billion across several sectors, including the hydrogen industry, steel industry, the automotive industry, and upgrading ports. Great British Energy promises to save businesses on their energy costs. They also want to replace the current business rate system with something that will make the high streets more able to compete with online giants, and they want to improve trading and investment relations with the EU, although they have said quite explicitly they're not re-entering the single market. Now, surprisingly, both Conservatives and Labour share a number of policies which are quite similar in their manifestos. Amongst those, gigabyte broadband and 5G will be rolled out more fiercely. Small business financing, it'll be easier for small businesses to secure finance. More procurement opportunities for small businesses as well. And corporation tax will be capped at the current 25%. Also, they want to improve the prompt payment code to make cash flow problems more manageable. Now, onto the Lib Dems, and they want to return to the single market, hoping then to pave the way back into the EU. A 20% higher minimum wage for 0-hour contract workers. As well as this, they will give those same workers the right to request a fixed hours contract after 12 months service. They also want to enable HMRC to tackle tax avoiding businesses more effectively. Statutory sick pay would equal minimum wage, and excise duty would be revised to help the spirits industry. On to the party formerly known as the Brexit Party, Reform. They, similarly to Conservatives and Labour, have looked at corporation tax, but they want to drop it to 20% and then 15%. They also want to abolish IR35 rules, scrap certain diversity and employment laws to make it easier to hire and fire workers. They want to raise the VAT threshold to £150,000. And both St George's Day and St David's Day in Wales would be made public national holidays. And finally, on to the Greens. They hope to implement a carbon tax to drive people away from fossil fuels eventually. £2 billion each year would be given to local authorities to give out as decarbonisation grants to businesses. Similarly, regional mutual banks for decarbonisation investment would be set up. There'd be a £15 minimum wage, and they'd implement a 4-day working week.